Esteemed audience, debate is not debate if it's not on Kenya's #1 debate platform. This is the Great Debaters Contest Season 8, Kisumu region. I am your host, Chris Boru.
And I am Esperanza Kapanga. The motion on the table today is, social media is the main contribution to the rot in society today.
Proposing this motion, we have Kisumu Boys High School.
And opposing this motion, we have Sawagongo Secondary School making their first appearance on the Great Debaters Contest. Proposer number 1, you have 3 minutes to make a statement.
In proportion to the magnitude of the motion of today, ladies and gentlemen, we, the proposers, are here to enlighten you, our audience. My name is Colin Somondi from Kisumu Boys High School, here to propose the motion which states social media is the main contribution to the rot in our society. What is social media? Well, according to the Wikipedia, social media refers to a conglomeration of mediated technologies which use virtual networks to encourage the sharing of information. So, social media has various platforms like WhatsApp, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, just to mention but a few. My question is, how do all these platforms contribute to the rot in our society? Take, for instance, gambling and betting. Through perennial advertisement in the social media platforms, gambling and betting has become the norm in our society. If gambling and betting is not a rot to you, then I would say something is amiss with you. Because when we look at the negative sides of gambling, we can see that gambling has led to the laziness, has contributed to laziness, irresponsibility, and loss of family ties in our society. For example, if a father bets all the money that his family is supposed to survive on, how do you expect this family to survive in any case he loses the money? Judge Sophie, do you think that gambling comports to the SDG, the Standard Development Goal #1, that says no poverty? Because according to me, gambling leads to poverty. How many win? How many win? Many participate, but few win. So, does it encourage? Does it lead to making people rich, or does it make our society a society which we can economically be viable? I don't agree. Social media has led to an upsurge of hate speech and incitement in our society. There are examples of leaders in this country who, not on one occasion, but on many occasions, have been charged with malice which have been spread in social media platforms. Can we say that social media is leading to any benefit in this society if these leaders use social media to malice our society, leading to the disintegration and unity in our society? I would say social media has not been of a benefit to this society. We can never extenuate this matter. Neither can we say that social media is of benefit.
First proposer, you have 3 minutes to make a statement.
Social media leading to the rot in the society today. Well, I see no point in that motion. That is why I stand with my team to oppose this motion. Anyway, maybe there's only one thing that I can agree with our proposers. Maybe the definition of social media. According to me, to expound on what they had just said, social media is a platform of websites, that is according to the Oxford Dictionary, is a platform of websites where the global people can come together and socialize. That is social media. Let me see by show of hands, how many are users of social media in this house? It might be Facebook, it might be WhatsApp, it might be Instagram, but I believe 90% of our youths use social media. According to Google, let me give you the statistics. Facebook has 2.2 billion active users. Okay, let's forget about Facebook. What about WhatsApp? 1 billion users. Looks nice, Let's go to Twitter. 800 million users. And Snapchat, 191 million active users. This shows the number of people in our world, the current generation, using social media. Somebody just says that social media has led to gambling and all that. I believe if at all you know what you want, you won't get into gambling. Does social media match you with a gun to go and gamble? Answer my question. Does it? Now, who is the rot between us and social media? Who is the rot? Who needs some correction? When something promotes rot, then it means itself, it is rotten. I can't be that clean and promote something dirty. As clean as I am, I can't promote somebody else to be dirty. I'll influence him to be clean. So who is the rot? Social media or ourselves? Now, social media has led to education being enhanced in our country. Just like I was reading the Wednesday Standard, 27th, 2018, for all those who like reading newspapers in the house, I meet Faith Mugai, a beauty artist. Very many beautiful ladies in this house. Oh, I know Mugai will be of help to you because I really want you to look that beautiful. She learned about beauty from social media. To be specific, I'll tell you, she posted all her products, she posted all her sales on social media. And now she's making some big money. Let me tell you, if you are to win on this, then tell me who is the rot.
Second proposer, you have 3 minutes for rebuttal.
It has come to my attention that the person who has just spoken is a liar. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. I see ignorance in my opposers. By name, I am Henry Christian from Kisumu Boys High School. I stand in support of the motion. In this advanced technology era, social media is fast becoming a prominent part of everyone's life, especially the young adults. First, social media is enhancing terrorism. Through anonymous groups, terrorists are recruiting the youth, promising them large payments. They are also using these groups to plan attacks and communicate on how they are going to pose security threat to the society. On 25th of September, year 2013, during the Westgate attack, a Twitter account used by the terrorists to plan the attack was locked. Again, false information can be posted on social media. For example, after the Westgate attack again, the country was still timid and frustrated. Unfactual and fake information was posted that terrorists attacked the University of Nairobi. Students became timid and afraid to the extent that they went and threw themselves from the top of their hostels, and they got injured. Social media is addictive. The young generation is blindly aped by this new kid on the block. These individuals spend a vast amount of time on various platforms that expose them to various vices. Thirdly, social media is contributing to moral decadence in our society. This decay primarily emerges from influences from Western culture. In these times, we get music and movies that have explicit videos and scenes. From social media, we also find pornographic sites. Here in Kenya, we experienced the case of Project X, which was aimed on promoting homosexuality, making this vice look normal. The youth are engaging in risky sexual behaviors. Where are the good morals in the society? A research by a professional motivational speaker, Simon Sinek, shows teens to be suffering from depression, resulting from them engaging in social media. This is through distorted body image, through online grooming, and over-socializing to the extent that we nowadays have online dating and online marriages. It has further caused low performance of the young generation, low performance in talents, and low performance in education. What is the use of the society if we find it hard to personally relate, if we lose basic life principles? Food for thought.
Second opposer, you have 3 minutes for rebuttal.
Social media is the main contribution to the rot in our society today. Whose society? Not mine. And surely you can't convince me to accept that it's mine, because it's not. The first proposal on this side says that social media has led to has led to gambling and betting. Again, I'd ask you, in which society? Have you ever seen someone being led by social media to go and bet? Don't you have self-control? Look at this. Someone again is saying that social media has led to hate speech and incitement. Social media, you've misquoted that. It's politicians, not social media. Now again, the second speaker from the proposer side has said that it has promoted activities of terrorism. You've brought it out clearly that they sat down, agreed to connect, to do something relating to terrorism. That's when they went to Twitter. They didn't consult Twitter, did they? Then, on to my first point. I like to say that, look at this. This is a function bill held, the Great Debaters Contest. As I've heard the host saying that the hashtag is GDP for SDG, if I'm not wrong. It's social media, because you see that on our social media platforms, you'll get this all around. Now, what does this bring out? You can acquire such kinds of information from the social media platforms, because this is an important information that needs to go through. So once you have that access to social media, you're able to learn. You're able to learn new things. You're able to come up with new ideas concerning this. So still, how has it promoted that rot in your society? Not mine. Look at this. When Zuckerberg invented Facebook for the first time, it was with an intention of it creating a platform for them exchanging exercises and assignments between students. They were 20. It was made, that Facebook platform was made at first for them to exchange assignments. But what have you created it to be now? You're the ones who post those pornographic materials there. You've misquoted the use. The main agenda for it being formed is not posting pornographic materials, but it was for exchanging assignments. So I beg to differ with you on what you've said. And kindly, as I can read from your faces, you're not deciding on your stand. So please, join us. Welcome.
The proposers have been asked. Every invention is actually made so that we can have more convenience. And after stating that online dating is leading to marriage, and they contradicting themselves because this is more convenient for people. Opposers, on the other hand, have been asked, what is their proof that politicians are the ones that promote incitement on social media? Proposer number 3, you have 3 minutes to answer the question.
Politicians are using the social media to incite people. Can't you understand that? What is difficult to understand is that it is clear I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can always adjust my sail to reach my destination. Ladies and gentlemen, when the world is going too digital and everyone concentrating on social media, beware, do not be overwhelmed. For when the deal is too sweet, think twice. My name is Justice Omondi, standing my grounds to propose the motion. A question has been asked. According to me, it's not a question. In our society, we should have guidelines that rule us. Got it? And so, as a person, you should have guidelines that rule you. But social media influences our society negatively. Samantha, the famous story. Who doesn't know Samantha? It is quite obvious all of us know Samantha. For your information, I learned this in the social media. Ladies and gentlemen, the course of this world is changed by those of us who have the dreams. The dreams to change this world to the next level, not the dreams to reduce it. Cyberbullying and online harassment. Imagine you are the CEO of a given company, presenting the NDR report. The board of directors are seated there, managers are there, trustees of the company are there. Very confidently, you march forward to reveal the report, dressed smartly. You open your laptop. The first thing that you see on that screen scares you. What an embarrassment. Isn't that a rot in our society created by social media? People have taken to the social media to express their feelings negatively on others. Just recently, we heard of a story. If you never heard, then maybe you are behind. This story criticized a given tribe in our country. Isn't this a rot in our society? People will never forget what you say. They will never forget what you did. People will never forget what you say. They will forget what you did. I hereby stand my grounds. Thank you.
Vadopuza, you have 3 minutes to respond to your question.
Well, just to answer my friend Bernadette, who wanted some clarification on what the second opposer, Henry, said concerning politicians spreading insults. What Henry was doing as the second opposer, he was counter-attacking what the second proposer was saying, whereby he said that through social media, guys are sending insults to each other. And Henry made it clear that it's not the social media to blame, because it's the politicians who make these insults by themselves. Social media is the main contribution to the rot in our society today. Are you sure? Do you mean it? Do you have proofs? I would like to tell the proposers that they boast no acquaintance on their hearing skills, because all you're saying is that social media has benefited this nation, us, even the youths of today, a lot. For instance, take a look at information. The information is now made better through social media. When I feel deprived in life, and I feel my faith will fail, when my temptations prevail, in His mighty arms I'm safe. That is me, Donnell Israel. It's through social media that I was able to explore my talent. Guys knew how I could sing, and they promoted me through social media. It's through social media the other day when I was given a history assignment, and I was at my mother's place, far from home, where I reside, and I needed to finish this assignment. My friend Brian sent it to me through social media, WhatsApp, and on coming to school, I did the assignment. It's through social media that other people are marketing their stuffs. My parent at home, who sells clothes, she no longer goes to the streets where the city councils disturb her. While she's at home, she can take a picture of her clothes, the clothes that she's selling, the shoes that she's selling, and sell them through social media. Marketing has been made better through social media. I just said it. Social media has made life better. Let's not blame social media. Immorality, things like betting, these are things that were there even before social media existed. Well, with those few points, I hope you'll come to my side and agree with me. I'm Donnell Israel. Thank you.
Proposers, you have 1 minute for final submission.
One thing we all have to agree with is that in life, we don't always get the opportunity to decide what we want to do. The forces of nature and nurture take their toll before we can employ common sense. Ask the giraffe about the horizon, it will tell you about the rainbow. Ask the eagle about gliding, it will tell you about the storm. Ask me about Kisumu Boys High School. I'll tell you of a school that strives to leave an imprint of logic on others, leading by virtue of example and promoting our sustainable development goals. To my opposers, by changing your thinking, you change your beliefs. By changing your beliefs, you change your attitude. By changing your attitude, you change your expectations. By changing your expectations, you change your life. By changing your life, you change your society. This is the time for change. Change to cross the floor and join us in proposing this motion. Social media is the main contribution to the rot in our society. And to you, my audience, be the change you wish to see in the world. I rest my case.
Opposers, you have 1 minute to make a final submission.
Well, according to me, I think you need the change rather more than we do. On the guidelines, just like one of you said, we have guidelines that guide us. If you have guidelines that guide you, then what will make you take a nude photo of yourself and post it on Facebook, on social media, as you quote it? What will make you go and visit pornographic sites to watch porn? Are you contradicting yourselves here? You have guidelines that guide you. Then there is a problem with your self-control. If at all we are to change our minds, then I think you better off need to change your minds better than we do. Who is the change here? We are the change. If at all there's anybody to change, we are the ones to change. Let us not have a rigid mind, a stone, iron, and silver mind, so strong to change. Let us stand our ground and know what we are supposed to do. Dr. Brian here is going to help you on what we are supposed to do. If we are to change our society, then we are the ones to change, not social media. I rest my case.
Kisumu boys, I want to commend Henry and Collins for actually supporting the motion with so many points and having been very apt. That was very good. However, for Henry, if you are taking your time to express yourself more than reading those points and then to show that you have that mastery of the topic, you would have done much greatly than you did today. Mukolwe, I want to commend you for toning down emotions and showing that you are only arguing and you are not fighting. You were such a wonderful debater. Keep it up. Henry, it is good to be passionate. You had everything that it takes for this particular motion. All the explanations. People have your passionate nature of expression. Perhaps that is your personality, but we want to commend you for the good work. Israel, you've given points, but you've not gone to show us what is that it takes for these social media to get that alternative. As you say, it is the politicians. Then how is this involved in that misuse of social media that shows that? So you need to take us to some details. That's what I'm trying to say.
Our judges have deliberated, and they have seen it fit to award Sawagongo High School 69%. Let's give them a round of applause. With a difference of 2%, Kisumu Boys High School, the judges saw it fit to award you 67%, making Sawagongo High School the winners of this debate. Congratulations to both teams for a job well done.
We'd also like to remind them that it's not in winning or losing, it's in how you play the game. We'd like to appreciate our sponsors, Blaze by Safaricom and Brand Kenya Board, for facilitating this. Thank you to all participating schools for availing yourselves for the debates. We'd also like to remind our viewers the conversation still keeps going on all our social media platforms. The hashtag is GDC for SDGs.
Remember, to each and every participating school on the Great Debaters Contest, we want to challenge you to implement at least one sustainable development goals to bring change not only in your schools, but also your communities. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Chris Boru.
And I am Esperanza Kapanga. Catch you next time.